Okay, so when they announced the game and they said that the game is gonna launch in September 4, they released a spec sheet along with a demo, right? And I did play that demo, and they said that you're gonna need a 4090 for what? For ultra settings, 4K on averaging 30 FPS. Averaging 30 FPS does not mean that you're gonna be locked at 30 FPS. You're gonna be averaging 30 FPS. So means that it's gonna go up to 35 or 40, and then it might probably go down to like 20s and 16s or something like that. And it did just that. When they released the demo, it did just that. And as you can see, like, this is the spec sheet, and it says always used upscaling, as you can see right here. It says always use upscaling. That means even that 30 FPS that you're going to be averaging, you're going to be using upscaling. And they did not say what kind of upscaling. It was DLSS quality. So 4090 for 30 FPS, and I'm glad to say that it is not the case. This is running right now in ultra settings. Let me just go through the settings first. This is 4K ultra settings, and as you can see, DLA, no upscaling, and no frame generation, and it's running pretty good, running close to 60, not really 60, but they managed to squeeze a lot more FPS in the performance, not just FPS, but the performance as a whole, and they close to doubled it. They did not double it, but they almost did. So as you can see right now, it's 55 FPS, and you know, if you're like willing to drop down to, like, let's say high settings, because ultra settings are stupid, you know. Ultra settings are not really for it's just like for show, okay? Ultra settings just for show, for screenshots. And as I said I always say this in all my videos, you shouldn't be playing on epic settings or ultra settings or cinematic settings. Those are just like for show. All right, so if you're willing to go like to high settings and, you know, use upscaling as well, it's gonna give you like a good experience. But let me just go back to ultra because I'm benchmarking this video. I'm not playing the game. There's something wrong when you change the settings. You have to go down to DLSS and then enable DLSS and disable DLSS for it to go back to the actual settings that you'll be using. All right, so as you can see, ultra 54 FPS, 55 FPS. The average is 60, and it's like the 1% lows are like 39, 40 FPS. So that's good. So let's go and use the DLSS quality right now, and see where that gets us. I'm using ultra again just to benchmark. You should be using like very high. It's gonna give you like more than 60 FPS. So like high settings is gonna give you 70 FPS. So yeah. So let's go down and use DLSS quality. So DLSS quality pushes me from 55, as you can see, to 85. That's a 30 FPS uplift, which is pretty good. I mean, this is by no means the most intensive area of the game. This is, you know, kind of mild, not really intensive, not really that, you know, super easy. But as you can see, it's gonna keep dropping, probably gonna drop to 60 FPS. Coming up, there's this area where there's like graves and stuff. This is very intensive, like with this light and stuff like that. This is very intensive, and it's dropping to like 70 FPS from 85, which is like a 15 FPS decrease. But hey, still above 60, still above, you know, it's still a playable FPS, so that's pretty good in my book. All right, so let's use DLSS Performance, which is what you should be using with 4K's, you know, resolution, because DLSS Performance looks exactly with the transformer model, looks exactly like native quality, and it actually enhances some of the aspects of the image. As you can see, from 70s, like it was like 72, 74, something like that. Now it's 93. So this is a 20 FPS increase. And as you can see, the image quality did not change. There is no artifacting, there is no blurriness, there is no it actually, what it does, if you want to watch, I'm gonna start linking these videos from Hardware Unboxed, Tim's video. Some aspects of DLSS Performance look actually better than native resolution. So, you know, at 4K setting, DLSS Performance is actually what you should be using, because if the worst case scenario is gonna be, it's gonna be looking the same exact thing as the native resolution, while giving you like shit ton more of FPS, like more than double the FPS. Actually, it's just double the FPS because it's 50% of the resolution. But hey, who cares? I care. So let's go use DLSS frame generation. I'm gonna keep. Actually, I'm gonna use them both. You know what? I'm gonna use DLSS quality with frame generation right here. You just go down, go DLSS quality, frame generation 2x. And as you can see, 120 FPS, and the input latency is not really noticeable. If 2x is not going to be like that outrageous of a frame generation thing, you know, you're not gonna notice anything bad. You're not gonna notice any artifacts. You're not gonna notice. One thing that I'm noticing is that the mouse movement is becoming faster. Because, you know, I don't know why. I'm not gonna lie to you. Most of the time, frame generation takes that into, you know, consideration. It does not accelerate the mouse movement, but somehow the mouse feels much faster now with frame generation. It's not like with the Metal Gear Solid where you have like a slow down, like when you use frame generation you have like a slow motion, or like this is like just the camera's control is faster, and that's it. It's not the game's FPS affecting the game's engine. All right, so let's use the DLSS Performance with frame generation. Where is it? There's Performance right here, and I'm gonna have to go to settings and use the DLSS Performance in the settings. And as you can see right now, 150 FPS, 146. The 1% lowers are actually pretty good as well. Not bad, not bad. Let me just go. I'm not gonna talk to this guy. I'm just gonna go get him his medkit because I know what he needs. I'm just gonna go get the medkit. Oh, there's something else here that I forgot to take. Is it from here or is it from? Oh no, it's up there. Like you can see it glowing. As you can see right now, it's using 8.8 gigabytes of VRAM, despite me using frame generation. And frame generation usually, you know, increases VRAM utilization. But the game right now is very good, very well optimized. That it's actually not using a lot of VRAM as it was before. Before it was using a lot of fucking VRAM, if you pardon my French, and it wasn't good. Now it's you know, manageable. Like 8 gigabytes of VRAM is not bad. I mean, even a 3080 could play it right now with 4K. Maximum settings, ultra settings, which is dumb. Again, dumb. It's dumb. You shouldn't be playing any game at ultra settings except if you want to make a video or like make screenshots or something like that. Take screenshots of the game. Yeah, that's it. That's the whole purpose of playing ultra settings. So yeah, right now let's drop to 1440p. Okay, so this is one of those games that have that don't have a exclusive full screen. Well, Windows as a whole doesn't have exclusive full screen no more, but yeah, this game has borderless, and you can only change the resolution from Windows if you don't want it to become like a small window in the in the desktop. And as you can see right now, it's still ultra settings, DLAA, not DLSS, no frame generation. Let's go back and see. So right now it's 90s. Drop to the 80s sometimes. It's still using 8.2 gigabytes of VRAM, not bad. This GPU, again, like the GPU has 24 gigabytes of VRAM, so it has no issues playing this game at maximum settings, even like probably at 8K, which I'm gonna be trying. You bet your ass I'm gonna be trying. And it's probably not even gonna reach the 20 gigabyte mark that other games like Alan Wake, Cyberpunk reach if you go like 6K or 8K. So, oh, there's something else above here. There's another level to this fucking mountain that I didn't know about. Oh, there's the red thing. There's a key here. I have no idea what to use this key for. I never took it before. This is my first time seeing this key, actually. Alright, so let's use DLSS Quality. Alright, with 1440p. I mean, even DLSS Performance is good as well, if you want to use that. If you don't want to use that, that's your choice. And as you can see, it bumped me from like 80s to 90s. Sometimes it goes like up above like 90s. Now it's like 130 to 140 FPS. The 1% lows are actually in the 90s. And now it's like in the hundreds, and now it's back to the 90s. Now it's close to the hundreds. As you can see, I'm not gonna keep reporting the 1% low FPS. There was just a bit. All right, so 7.6 gigabytes of VRAM. 120 FPS without any frame generation. And if you have a 1440p screen, you're lucky to have a 4090, because it's gonna look better than how it looks on my screen right now, because it looks I have a 48-inch 4K screen, OLED C4, LG OLED C4, which is 144 hertz, and that's what I'm playing with. I was looking for that thing. This is what I was looking for. Oh, I think that's what the key is used for. Can I use it? Yes. Behold the magnificent treasure of the Heelll family. It belonged to our great grandpa. P.S. Don't break it, you nitwits. Oh, this is a good trinket. What is this? A bracelet? All right, I'll take it and sell it. Okay, let's just drop down again and go back. So let's use DLSS Performance. With 1440p, you still can actually, with DLSS 4 and FSR 4, you can still use. I mean, FSR 4 to a certain extent. Some games have like bad. They just have bad implementations. But with DLSS, because you can actually do that from the driver level and stuff like that, driver level. You know, you can use preset K, preset J, preset E, whatever you want to use, and you can actually use DLSS Performance. It looks better, and yes, look, it looks exactly the same as native resolution as I said before. So I'm not gonna keep repeating myself. All right, so and I am going to actually link that video of Tim from Hardware Unboxed where he talks about DLSS. Yes, there's some noise, some temporal noise here and there. But overall quality, some textures become sharper, become better than native resolutions. Some stay the same, and as I said, like there's some like temporal noise that you know, unnoticeable if you're like not looking for it. Okay, as you can see, the VRAM dropped. The GPU utilization sometimes drops as well to like 95, but it's still pretty good. The GPU power dropped to 200 watts, 290 watts, which is kind of odd, because this game is actually using Lumen, and even at 1440p DLSS performance, it shouldn't be dropping to I don't know. I mean, games use, you know, different kind of power and different kind of requirements. So let me just give this guy a medkit. Let me take the key. And I'm gonna go and open this massive door right here. Let's use frame generation with DLSS quality. Let's where is it gonna be? It's gonna be right here. DLSS quality, DLSS frame generation. Let's go back to DLSS quality here. Let's put DLSS frame generation on 2x, and as you can see, 200 FPS on 1440p using 8.3 gigabytes of VRAM. And again, the game is not really something that's like, wow, the game looks realistic, like Hellblade 2 or like what's it called, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle and stuff like that. No, the game looks like a game, you know. The guy with the broccoli head haircut looks like Aiden Pierce from Watch Dogs with the hat, the baseball hat. All right, let's put this key into place. I know exactly what I don't want to spoil it, but I'm gonna spoil it for you. Too bad. This should be it, and this should be the other one. I should have gone counterclockwise, and this should be this one. All right. Let's use. I was gonna say let's use DLSS Performance, but I already did that. Actually, let's try it. Let's try DLSS Performance with frame generation. Because I didn't try that with 1440p, and as you can see, it's above 200 FPS, of course. Oh, I'm gonna lose a lot of health doing this. I shouldn't have done that. The 1% lows with frame generation are always gonna suffer, but it's just because the overlay is actually confused. RTSS River Tuner, or whatever you want to call it, gets confused. It's not really a representative of the actual FPS. So yeah, right now I'm gonna get to fight that bastard of a monster that looks white. Looks like a pale dead ghost, and ghosts are actually dead, so I don't know what's the story with him. But yeah, let's go fight him. Let's go fight him. Okay, right now, before I go fight this bastard, let's turn it to 1080p. As you can see, this is 1080p right here, and also 1080p in the game, and the overlay became a little bit low quality. As you can see, it's still ultra settings. Let me just turn off the performance DLSS. Let's turn off frame generation as well, and go back to the game. And as you can see right now, it's I 120 FPS using still 8 gigabytes of VRAM. Why is it not locking? Why is the guy not locking on the guy? I have to use number 1 to lock on the guy instead of Yep, you're not gonna get me. You're not getting me. I played this fucking thing 3 times now, so I know what to do. Alright, so as you can see, 120 FPS, pretty good. Let's try the DLSS Quality, which is the last thing that I'm gonna try with 1080p, because 1080p is not really a 4090 kind of resolution. So the DLSS Quality is the last one that I'm gonna try, and then I'm gonna switch to 6K or something like that. So as you can see right now, it's actually pretty well. So it's I have to change the settings though. Flashlight is the mouse left button and fucking H, or like right button H. And I know the thing for the puzzle. I don't really need to go here, but I want to go here to fight these monsters, because there are 2 monsters left that I need to kill. One right here waiting for me. No, I don't need to use this. Just need to lock into this monster. Whoa, whoa, he got me, he got me. He got me. What is that stance? Like kung fu? What the fuck is that? What is he doing? Alright, I don't know what this means. I know what this means, and I know how to solve this puzzle. Alright, so let's use frame generation, right? Let's use frame generation before I go fight the second one that's hidden in the other room. And as you can see, 250 FPS. 250 FPS. That's too much. That's too many FPS for a story-based game, you know? You don't really need 250 FPS or 260 FPS to play a game like this. 60 is plenty. 60 is enough. 90 is like the pinnacle. 120 is like overkill. Or 144 is overkill. Anything above that is just like unnecessary. 200 FPS is just unnecessary. Alright, so let's go back and solve the puzzle, but I'm not gonna show you that on screen, so I'm gonna have to pause it and then switch to 6K. You're gonna find me puzzle solved. Okay, as you can see now, it's 6K right here, and it's 6K in the game as well. And probably you didn't see it in the settings, but hey, no problem. And the overlay is also became like a teeny tiny overlay. Let's make it big. And ultra settings, still no DLSS, no frame generation, and it's 30 FPS using 13.2 gigabytes of VRAM. And this is what they actually promised us for 4K ultra settings, not 6K ultra. 30 FPS. And you might tell me like this is a confined area. Yes, this is a pretty confined area. Actually outside is gonna be way more intensive than this. Probably gonna drop to like 20 FPS. But hey, this is 6K. Nobody should be playing at 6K. It's just for, you know, benchmarking and showing off. That's it. Let's use DLSS Quality. Let's go back to the settings and use DLSS Quality, because DLSS Quality is gonna save me for the 60 FPS. Is it gonna double the FPS like in Chronos? Chronos actually just DLSS Quality doubles the FPS. So DLSS Quality is only 33% of resolution reduction. And in Chronos, it actually doubles, like it gives you a 50% of the performance. And as you can see right here, I went from like 35 to 60 FPS and now it's dropping to 50. I was gonna say it's double, but it's not really double. So let's fight this guy in 6K. I'm gonna let him attack me so I can parry his attack. I want to parry his this one. This is what I wanted to do. Oh, there's another one. I'm not gonna fight him now. I'm not gonna fight him from here. I need to get up to him. Alright, so let's use the DLSS Performance right now. This new switch is actually kind of banger. Better than the what is that called? The jacket, the brown jacket that it was. I don't know what it's, baseball brown jacket. Something like that. Alright, so let's go DLSS Performance. And this suit right here, like all of its colors, I don't really like the camouflage color. I mean the black one, and the white one, and the other brown one is better. But the camouflage one is just sucks ass. I don't really like camouflage themed anything except for like soldier suits, and that's it. Soldier uniform. All right, so let's as you can see, it dropped 3 FPS. It dropped 3 gigabytes just by using DLSS performance from native, and now it's like above 60 FPS all the time, which is pretty good. I just made a whole circle right now, or a whole square, because I just went back to the same location. All right, let's use frame generation right now with DLSS performance, because DLSS performance is what's keeping me above 60 FPS, and you need 60 FPS to use frame generation. All right, I mean, some people can use it at 40, 30, 50 FPS, but not me. I can feel a pretty, you know, heavy input latency penalty if I use it with like below 60 FPS. All right, let's see this animation. All right, this is what I wanted to do from the get-go. Let's open up the door. Oh, there's another one. There's another one right there. This is where they're gonna tell me to start pulse healing. I don't really care about that. Let me just fight this asshole. Hey, these guys are pretty easy to fight. I mean, just the first time that you fight them, they are hard, but they are pretty fucking easy. If they don't have that red aura beside them, they're pretty fucking easy to fight. All right, let's switch to 8K. So for 8K, I'm gonna keep the DLSS quality. Let me just disable it. Let me just see what DLAA. Oh, it's just problem. It's just, I was gonna say it's gonna crash, but it didn't. Let's see what kind of performance we get with DLAA Ultra 8K resolution. I was gonna say let's keep. Oh, there's somebody that I'm gonna have to fight. Whoa, this is chugging. This is not. Let me just make this a little bit bigger so you can see that frame time graph is just fucking it's a flat line and then it came back to life. The frame time graph is horrible. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's actually use the DLSS quality right now with 8K. 8K is pretty fucking intensive. Even on a 4090. The DLSS quality is actually gonna, you know, shoot me back. Oh, thought it was gonna be like 39 or something because I saw 39 before. Oh yeah, it is 39. All right, let's lock into this motherfucker and let's fight him. Yeah, they are predictable. I mean, the game better have fucking good story because I'm not really playing the game right now. I'm playing other games that I have to finish before I play this game for myself. And this game better have pretty fucking story because this is getting repetitive all too quickly. Let's use the DLSS performance. The DLSS performance is gonna save me from the 30 FPS. Imagine if it doubles my FPS, it goes to 60 on 8K. Imagine if the DLSS performance goes to 60 FPS. Well, it didn't. And again, just imagine. That's what I said. I said imagine. So I'm just gonna lock into that guy and send my drone to him, and then lock into the other guy and fight him. Oh, I have no stamina left. Fuck. I was gonna say, why is he not striking anymore? Now, why is he not slashing and cutting this guy anymore? All right, so DLSS performance. Actually, it's just 4K native. As you can see, the same kind of performance as 4K was giving me. But this is again like inside confined areas is gonna be very light on the GPU. Outside it's gonna be very intensive. And even though it's just, you know, 4K upscale to 8K, that upscaling has its performance cost. So yeah, I should have locked in this guy. I should have locked into this guy. Come on, lock in. Stand fight. All right. And I'm gonna have to get 2 sheep's head for these things. I'm gonna find outside. All right, let's use the DLSS frame generation with 8K, which is gonna have a pretty fucking heavy input latency, probably because the generated frames also have a bigger cost right now because it's 8K, and this is where they cannot tell me to parry. All right, I know all about it. I can parry those red attacks. All right. All right, come on, come on, redo it again. This guy is just... this is what I want. Oh shit, I didn't parry it, I just blocked it. Oh fuck, I'm too late. Again, I blocked it. Come on, you stupid... Oh, now it's good. Stupid husk of a body, I don't know what you are. A ghost or a human or what the fuck you are. Alright, as you can see, 66 FPS to go to like 70s. And I'm probably gonna go to outside right now. And I want to show you how intensive it is. So yeah, I'm gonna fight these guys first. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Oh yeah, I'm gonna send one drone on one bastard and then fight the other one. Okay, I know. I'm already tired, I know that. Gonna have to wait for my stamina to come back. Then slash and dash. Alright. So let's just use... Actually, let me just stop it so I don't, you know, bore you with the whole thing. So this is the kind of uniform that I wanted, the red one, the red and black one. This is the white one is also good, but it's the red and black one is way better. And as you can see here, outside is gonna become even more intensive. And this one reminds me of like the trenches from Death Stranding, when you go back, when you get sucked into that hurricane, and it just that anomaly, and it just sucks him in and sends him back in time to the World War I, I think, or World War II. And carrots, medkits. As you can see right now, it is actually pretty intensive, but not really very much intensive. I thought it was gonna be more intensive than this, but hey, it's still maintaining above 60 FPS. So hey, if you find this video entertaining and informative, press like. If you dislike it, press dislike. Let's discuss this game in the comment or any other game, and subscribe, and yeah, see you in the next video. Ciao.